Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My channel is Max Gonzalez and today I will be talking about climate change.
On we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alright, let's get into this subject about climate change. Climate change is basically where Earth's atmosphere is slowly warming up based on carbon dioxide, which is caused by fossil fuels. So these fossil fuels are caused by us driving cars, factories making products which cause the carbon to basically be burned by coal and stuff and then go up into the atmosphere. Here is an interview with that the American Psychological Association put together with Janet Swim, who is a professor of psychology at the Pennsylvania State University, and John Foster, a conservation psychologist, architect, and educator, serving as president and CEO of the New York think tank Knowledge Organization. What their main conversation was, psychology in general is trying to help the argument of climate change by studying how people change and how people can change their daily habits of use of energy and technology. Psychologists stated that only 5% of Americans do not believe in climate change at all. General people are also having a harder time understanding why climate change is so important and how it affects their daily lives. The subject brought up is a topic by The Psychology of Climate Change, Why Feelings Matter by Mitchell. So his overall argument is that psychologists know that personal experience is the driving factor of why people do what they do. For people who experience devastation of fires, floods, earthquakes, and just general climate change, hurricanes, stuff like that, are willing to change more quickly because they have experienced these type of measures. So if you ask somebody who was a victim of the 2018 California fires in Paradise, California, they would probably be more likely to change their daily usage of energy and how they use energy in general, just because they have experienced the loss of a town. Subject brought up is report that the reason why deniers have stated that the reason why they do deny climate change is that it's because it's more beneficial financially or emotionally, because they don't want to think about the fact of changing what they've been doing for how many years they've been doing it for, basically. Next reference is that Americans worry about global warming increasing. This is a study from Yale University that was published in February of 2019. Studied the swing of how people felt about overall climate change from the past 5 years, from 2019 back to 2013 or so. This study, which I will insert right here, and then when researchers looked at the overall trend of 5 years of how Americans view the climate crisis, they learned that some fascinating information. From an intellectual perspective, 73% believe that climate change is happening, and 62% think that it is human caused. These numbers reflect an 11 and 15% increase from 2013. 22% of Americans say that climate change is important to them, and 96% say that they're not worried about it. These numbers reflect a 17% increase and a 16% increase since 2013. Based on these numbers, the overall psychological change is that people are beginning to notice a more trend of how climate change is affecting them and their overall input about climate change. Here are the 3 social media analytics that are shown to help support this overall idea. So Number one is, what are the people talking about right now? What is the overall discussion? So right now would be presidential election. The second analytic says, what will people be talking about in the future, or the near to come future? So things that we know for sure that are going to happen are the 2020 election that do have an effect on climate change. Third analytic is overall, what should we, the climate activists, whoever, should tweet, Snapchat, Instagram, post, whatever, on social media to help persuade people or persuade the understanding of why climate change is happening, so people can understand the overall problem or the urgency that needs to be taken about climate change. Well, that is all I have today, guys. So I would like to thank you guys for watching this video, and hope you guys have a great day. And that is it for me, guys. So peace out.
Simon, I've been